that if you give up the purpose as a man, the woman won't find you that attractive anymore. And if you're in a relationship right now where it feels like it's fizzling out, like there's no dynamic, what's really happening, and there's no polarity. Opposites attract. Negative and a positive, masculine and feminine. And whenever you are moving as a man, moving into a more feminine energy, which is giving up your purpose, giving away your attention, giving away your time for free or for low value in exchange for something like going on a date, spending time, doing other than growing as a man, it cheapens your value. And when it comes to this masculine energy, I'm not saying it cheapens your value as a person. Don't get me twisted here, guys, because I'm a Christian. I'm a believer in God. God says that we're all created equal and that's how it is. And I truly believe that. But what we're talking about is to the marketplace, to the dating marketplace, to your sexual market value, to the dynamic in your relationship. A lot of women are becoming more masculine in their energy. Women, nothing wrong with this. Like I said, we're not here talking about women. We're talking about men. But I'm talking about as a man, you have to start to understand what's going on in the marketplace. That way you can know how to navigate what to reject, what to accept, and what to improve as a man. Traditional woman is not here anymore or in low quantities. What do you typically see? Like women saying they want to be independent. They want to make their own money. And that's totally fine. That's totally cool. But in essence, that is masculine energy. Nothing wrong. Go be independent, do your own thing, not judging you. But in essence, the energy here is masculine energy. Remember, what did I talk about as a man? Purpose, vision, goal. I'm going to get up there and I'm going to become independent. I'm going to get my own shit and I don't need a guy. So that's totally fine. But that's still masculine energy. Because that's what a man does. A man gets up and he gets a vision. He makes money. He becomes a provider. And he becomes masculine. So if a more feminine man that does not have a vision, does not have a purpose, meets a woman that does have a passion and has a purpose, there will be this weird polarity. You will, as a man, you will either become the feminine and she will become the leader of the relationship, which if that's cool with you, that's fine. Or you can become that guy, that masculine man that just gets her so hot, gets her so excited. Not because of the physical, but because of your standards, because of what you stand for, because you're not willing to break, bend, cripple, or go sideways of anything that's not your mission. And she understands that. And if the woman really likes you, she'll want to be a part of that mission. What I'm telling young men is that when sometimes we get distracted by the girls because we think they're hot just because she looks good on the outside, and we sit with her and you start thinking with this head and not this head. What this whole podcast is about, my whole YouTube channel is about, is not to talk about what's going on with girls. It's about the man and how you can become more centered in yourself, stand more in principles, so that when you get out to the marketplace and start dealing in your relationships, whether it's with a woman or whether it's a business partner, a friend, they can feel it. Let me tell you this right off the bat. When it comes to a lot of like relationship stuff that like I see, a lot of guys will ask me, like tactical stuff about talking to a girl. I don't talk about that stuff. I'm not going to tell you what to text her. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Go watch a dating coach. I'm not a dating coach. What I'm talking about is you. Remember the soft traits as a man? Your friends, your girl, the people that associate with you in any relationship, they can feel if you have a purpose, if you're a man on a mission. It's a subconscious pickup. You can't fake it. You can't fake purpose. Stop trying to look like you're purposeful. Stop trying to buy your way by driving expensive cars and looking, high value because of a bunch of followers. Guys, I don't like, as you start to level up your awareness, you'll start to see through a lot of bullshit with both men and women. I'm not condescending on either one. You'll start to see that when you get to meet the person outside of the jewelry, the followers, the sexy body, the muscles, the whatever the hell that person is fronting or presenting, what do they stand for as character? And as a man, what we're talking about here in this chapter in relationship is to have a layer of a goal or a purpose that pierces people around you in a positive manner. I'm not saying to impress your purpose on other people like Putin is doing right now in Ukraine. I'm not saying aggressive or possessive. That's not the energy I'm talking about here. How many men, your peers, bro, how many of your peers stand for something and will tell you what they want, what they don't want, and if you don't match that, sorry. Nothing wrong with you. I'm still going to love you, but I'm not going to hang out with you. But that's the principle. You see, when you get into a relationship with a woman, or you're trying to find a woman, or you want to date multiple girls or increase the quality of the girls that you're dating, whatever it is that you want, I don't really care. You're dynamic with a woman. She can feel that if you stop your purpose or you stop your mission to go with a woman, then now you have feminized your energy. Next time you notice yourself giving into your woman, postponing your mission, and denying your true purpose in order to spend time with her, stop. Tell your woman that you love her, but you cannot deny your heart's purpose. Tell her that you will spend 30 minutes or whatever amount of time that you want with her in absolute attention and total presence, but then you must return to carry on your mission. You see, one thing about very feminine women is that they don't care about the amount of time you spend with them. In quite essence, they don't want to spend a lot of time with you, right? It's not about the amount of time you spend with your woman. It's the quality of the time. When you're present, when you're there, when you're showing your love, when you're opening up your heart, that is more quality time. Even if it's 30 minutes, then 3 hours of you BSing, or you thinking about your mission, thinking about what you got to do, thinking about bills, thinking about your job, and you're not even fully there. You're on your phone. That's not being present as a man. One of the greatest gifts you can give in a relationship is that masculine energy, to give yourself that masculine energy. That is what the giving is, giving your masculine energy. And that will be so much more valuable for her to know that you're there in quality time because you're not off the purpose. Because as a guy, especially if she's attractive, we will sometimes say, okay, you'll make time for that in your purpose in the middle of the day. If it's nothing to do that day, it's a Saturday, Sunday, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when it directly interferes with the purpose here. That some guys will bend backwards to find to be with an attractive girl, to take her on a date, when in real, they're delaying themselves in the mission. And in that sense, you're not hurting her, you're hurting yourself. You're chipping away at that masculine energy. You're chipping away at the mission. Think about a warrior. Think of what's like a good movie? 300. Imagine the Spartan, right? What's his name? Leonidas. Imagine Leonidas, right? He's going out there and he's going to conquer the Persians. He's going out into battle. And then he sees an attractive girl. And then he's like, you know what? I'll go back to the battle tomorrow. She's looking very attractive. Let me go over there. That's not how it works. But as men, I know that's an exaggeration. Sometimes we chip away at our energy, at that masculine energy, by shifting and moving to please another person. How amazing is it when you go out there and you've crushed the day? You've hit the gym, you woke up, you studied, you made some money, you closed some sales, you worked your ass off. Maybe you've been working on this project for a couple months, a couple weeks, and you've just been working and grinding, and you accomplished the mission. You broke out into freedom. You accomplished the goal. You won the war. How amazing is it to then finally come back to a feminine woman? In another video, we'll talk about the traits of a feminine woman. Because if you're the men that are watching my channel right here, and we're building you to be a masculine man. Or we're building you to be, a more masculine man in a time where they're telling men to be more feminine, which doesn't work, by the way. They might say it works, but like look at the results in the marketplace and it doesn't work, or definitely not for long periods of time. And have been told to show their emotions more, to fight for a girl. Guys, how many of the like Disney movies or the romantic movies, it's always about the guy chasing after this girl? And I was doing that for a while. Probably up until I was like 22, 23 years old. I thought that's what you're supposed to do. When you really, really like a girl, you're supposed to bend over backwards and do this. And then how many times did you actually do that, bro? And you actually got her? Almost never. And that's what we're talking about in this episode, is that when you chase, I don't want to say the word chase, but when you go after your purpose as a man and not chase after the woman, now what happens is you are falling into your masculine energy. And naturally, if she has any form of attraction to you, then she'll come back. And if she's not attracted to you, she won't come back. That's good for you then. You said no. And that's good.